Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about a topic, the Scrum Lifecycle. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in Scrum, Agile and you want to learn about it. So let's start. First of all, I have a request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. Friend, a Scrum Lifecycle is a number of consecutive steps and iterative stages that should be performed during the realization of any Scrum project. The iterative approach is the main principle of the life cycle. The work on a Scrum project is subdivided into segments called sprint. The project develops from one sprint to another until the final product is ready. Each sprint cycle is subdivided into several consecutive stages that it must pass from the beginning till the end. Scrum methodology also includes more specialized life cycles like the testing life cycle and the defect life cycle as well. Now the Scrum life cycle starts from the product backlog. Friend, product backlog is a list of features and requirements needed to complete a certain project. This list may include defects or bugs that need to be resolved, features that must be added, and other tech or project work. The order of the list is based on priorities. The items at the top are the most critical task or task requiring immediate completion. With the backlog, everyone in the team knows what the project requirements are and what ones have the priority. Product backlog is basically made by the product owner. Friend, once the product owner make the product backlog, after the sprint planning meeting will be held. Sprint planning meeting is a meeting in which the Scrum team, product owner, they discuss that what requirements they can take up for the next steps. After the sprint planning meeting, the output of a sprint planning meeting is the sprint backlog. Now, what is sprint backlog? Sprint backlog is basically include only what needs to be completed during the current sprint, while the product backlog lists everything that needs to be accomplished before the end of the project. The sprint backlog covers the most current activities, so it typically contains more details and more complete user stories than the rest of the product backlog. It should include your release plan that explains how you intend to achieve the features and meet your sprint requirement. Sprint is a 3 to 4 week time period. After making the sprint backlog, the sprint execution start, in which we develop, test, and check the things of the task which has been decided during the sprint. Every day daily scrum meeting will held. It will be of 15-minute meeting in which we discuss that what has been done, what has been we are doing today, and what we are going to do tomorrow. So it's a 15-minute stand up meeting. It will be held by conducted by the scrum master and the scrum team. Once the sprint complete, the increment or product increment will be produced. The product increment, basically this thing is basically the version that will be delivered at the end of each sprint. It details the outcome of all that work, while the sprint backlog outlines what must be completed within a sprint. The increment is a prototype or a default version, draft version of the final product expected by your client. Each product increment should include the features of the current sprint cycle and fully integrate all backlog items completed the date from all past sprints. After that, the sprint review meeting will be held. In the sprint review meeting, we showcase our work what has been completed, and the customer feedback will be received. Okay, after the sprint review meeting, the sprint retrospective meeting will be held. In the sprint retrospective meeting, it has been discussed that what has been completed well, what has been completed wrong, and basically it's not a blame game meeting. Basically the purpose is it's a learning session, basically in which we try to learn that what things are goes well so that we can continue the positive things, and what goes wrong so we can decrease, we can avoid the negative things. So once this sprint complete, again we take the next sprint planning meeting held, and we take the things from the product backlog, and then a sprint backlog will continue in that way. The cycle will be continue in that way until we reach the complete product will be achieved and completed. So basically, this is the Scrum life cycle. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with the friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video.